Hi everyone, it's me. So this week it is St. Patrick's Day here in the UK, and I mean everywhere. And I thought we should celebrate. Now here in England we are still very much in lockdown. There is nothing you can do to celebrate St. Patrick's Day here in the UK. So what I think we're gonna do is I am going to go to the store and get something to drink and then come back here and we can hang out. So we can talk about St. Patrick's Day, how we celebrate it here in the UK compared to how I used to celebrate it back in Canada and how the Americans celebrate it and all that kind of stuff, and just hang out. So without further ado, let's go. I'm back. Alright, let's get comfortable, ladies and gents. Happy St. Patrick's Day. As you might have guessed, this is the only green shirt that I own that I could find that was also clean. The more you know. So it feels only right that we have some Guinness. I know the old fogies in the comments always say, oh, Guinness in a can is sacrilege. You should be getting it from a pub. Well, I don't really have that option. Oh no. Don't get it on the carpet, Alanna. Don't get it on the carpet. Okay, let's try this again. Cheers. Tastes like beer. Okay, so what is it we want to talk about? We're talking about St. Patrick's Day. Now, God, I'm out of breath. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alanna and I am a Canadian, but I've been living here in the UK for over 5 years. I don't think I've ever done a St. Patrick's Day video. To be honest, I always forget. So here we are. Cheers. So what is St. Patrick's Day in the UK like nowadays? What is it? How is it celebrated normally? Well, if you're not in a pandemic and you find yourself in the UK, St. Patrick's Day is fairly commonly celebrated. If you are in a bigger city, you might have a parade, you might even have some sort of festival with like music and dancing and like stalls of food and what have you. If you're in a smaller village, maybe you won't have anything, but your local pub might have some St. Patrick's decorations up. If you are in a university town, you will definitely know when it's St. Patrick's Day because, you know, the university kids, them kids, they get a little rowdy. You might even have dyed green beer at your local pub. What's it made of? Not totally sure. So all in all, in the UK today, St. Patrick's Day is really just about drinking. So, cheers. How do I like Guinness, you might ask? Tastes like beer. Yum. I'm not really a beer person, but you know what? I suffer for my art. I keep getting reflections off of my glasses from the sun. Hold on, I'm gonna close the window. Don't go anywhere. Maybe that'll help. Hello. Now, in Canada and America, St. Patrick's Day is widely celebrated, but to be honest, I don't know the origins, and I bet most people who celebrate it in America and Canada don't know how St. Patrick's Day started or why it started or anything. We just know that there's usually a party and maybe even some green beer. Now, just like in the UK, if you live in a larger city, you might have a parade, you might have more parties, that kind of thing. In North America, if you live in a larger city, it's more likely that you'll have some level of celebrations. I know Chicago goes pretty hard, and they will dye the river green. They used to dump so much dye that it would stay green all week, but I think they've cut it down, thankfully. Cheers, Chicago. Yum. Now, I did just a little tiny bit of research. This channel is not about research or history. If you're looking for that, you've come to the wrong place. But I did a little bit of research, aka maybe 3 minutes worth. And when we talk about St. Patrick's Day, what we know is St. Patrick's Day now, drinking and partying and getting loud, you might have guessed it, it's actually an American thing rather than an Irish thing. Now, I will put the links down below of the stuff that I read if you are interested at all, but I thought this was pretty cool. The first recorded celebrations of March 17 took place in guess which city? Did you say Boston? Yes, Boston in 1737 has the first recorded celebration type thing when Irish immigrants celebrated themselves, I guess. And historically, St. Patrick's Day in actual Ireland was way more somber. A lot of church things happening, not a whole lot of partying in the streets. Now, Ireland had a military parade for a while, but in the 60s, that was replaced with more of like an entertainment type parade. And then in 1996, they had the St. Patrick's Festival, which still runs to this day. Cheers. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. So the St. Patrick's Festival is a 4-day event with a whole bunch of entertainment, music, a 2-hour parade, which draws up to 500,000 people in the streets of Dublin. How cool. Now, that shift in the 60s from a military parade into more of a party atmosphere is inspired by what was happening in the US, which is kind of interesting. Maybe it's not interesting. Maybe it's because I've drank some of this that I think it's interesting. It's hard to tell. So basically, the Americans started having this really cool party to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and the Brits started to adopt that party atmosphere. Ireland adapted their very more somber military parade, church type stuff into more of like what the Americans were doing. Fascinating. Or maybe not. What I find quite interesting... Oh, I should have done that. Shouldn't have done that. What I find quite interesting... Anywho, what were we talking about? What I find interesting is that so we know that the UK is made up of separate countries. I'm not going to get into any sort of history right now because I'm not in the mindset to do that. But each country within the UK has its own saint day. And I always forget what they are, so I typed them out. So, any Scottish watching? We have St. Andrew's Day, which is the 30th of November. Any Welsh watching? We have St. David's Day, which is the 1st of March. And in England, we have St. George's Day, which is the 23rd of April. To be honest, I've never celebrated any of those. Not even the English one. And I've been living here for over 5 years. That probably makes me a bad immigrant. I am so sorry. But what I find quite interesting, in my opinion, from being in the UK, none of these national holidays are celebrated the way St. Patrick's Day is celebrated. Fascinating. Yeah. So in modern times, St. Patrick's Day is so not about celebrating anything in particular. It's really just a day to party. Very Americanized, as I'm sure a lot of British people will say in the comments. It's very much an American thing, but it is still very popular over here. But in terms of like St. Andrew's Day, St. David's Day, St. George's Day, those are not celebrated nearly to the scale that St. Patrick's Day is. I'm sure there are loads of reasons why that might be. Perhaps, you know, St. Patrick's Day just took on a life of its own, right? It's so much bigger than what it really is, and it's spread to so many other countries. You know, you could be in Europe somewhere and you get green beer. You can be in the south of America and get green beer. Does anybody know what we're celebrating? Not really, but it doesn't really matter. So cheers. So if you ever find yourself in the UK and you want to celebrate St. Patrick's like the Brits do, go ahead to your local pub, maybe have a Guinness, an actual nicely poured Guinness instead of one of the cans I bought from Tesco that then rolled around in the car on the way home, and then when you open it, they kind of explode. What was the beginning of that sentence? Now, if you have lasted this long in the video, God bless you. What a mess it's been, am I right? What was the point of this video? I'm not even totally sure. If you could subscribe, that would be cool. But what I'm really interested in is, how do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day, if you do? Or how does your country celebrate? We have viewers from all around the world, and I'd be really interested to know, how do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Do you? At all? A little bit? A lot? That's the question for this video, I think. But if you could subscribe, that's cool. Don't worry about it otherwise. I'll just be here. I still have 2 more to go. And then a really long nap, probably. But that's kind of all that I think I want to say. I don't really remember what the other things were, but they obviously weren't that important if I can't remember them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day lockdown in your own home. Can you hear that? Someone needs to get their car looked at. That is a vehicle. If you can hear that, that is a vehicle. Do they not know that I'm filming something extremely important right now? So I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just kind of waffling, if you will. Thank you for watching. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and finish my Guinness. How's the Guinness? Did I already do this? It's not bad. I'm not really any kind of beer or stout drinker. I'd give it like 4 out of 7 Irelands. It's good. I mean, I don't really like this stuff, so I can't trust my opinion on anything really. But I'm gonna probably drink the rest of this one. I'm supposed to edit this video, but Lord knows that's not gonna happen. So maybe I'll just lay on the couch, just kind of hang out. Anywho, I should stop talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. Be safe. And that's it, really. I guess I should head out now. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye! Was there a point to this video? I don't feel like there was a message to this video. Is that gonna be a problem? It's too late now. I'm gonna go have a lie down. Bye.